It is March 17, 2024. It is 8:24 a.m. So a couple of things. I started a log Wednesday during the day, and it's Friday now. I ended up not finishing the log entry on Wednesday because I had to leave. I had to go downtown, stay overnight at my dad's place. It's not an emergency. It was a planned stay because I was taking my aunt and her granddaughter to the airport on Thursday morning at 5 a.m. So it makes sense for me to stay downtown because for me to go back and forth is just too much. So I stay downtown. Pardon me. I stayed downtown, then brought her to the airport. That was the original plan. Wednesday afternoon, I got a call from one of our account executives saying that, hey, I need you to go with me to go to a site meeting for a high-end client with a very weird request. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll head down and pardon me, I got something in my throat. Go down and look at it. So, but the meeting is set for 10 o'clock on Thursday morning. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'll be downtown anyway. So I'm going to bring my dad to his sister, lives just outside the city, about an hour and a half drive. So I was like, okay, cool. I can just like drop you off and head home and continue my day. So that didn't work out the way it's supposed to be because of one thing that Toronto has that Toronto does very, very well, a lot of things, but this one particularly, this is the thing that Toronto made the map of everything. So the idea was drop them off and go home. So either way, after my meeting, we had a little light lunch. Then we hit the road to drop off my dad. For me to drop off my dad, but it took us an hour and a half to get there, as planned, because it's pretty far and it's traffic. Typically, it will take me 45 minutes to get there because of Toronto traffic. It just ramps up to like you add another half an hour to 45 minutes on top of your plans, so that will get you exactly the time you get to the destination you're going to. Right, so that's not a problem. But going home was the problem. I got him to my aunt's place around 2:30 or 3. Stayed for 15 minutes to catch up, then drove home. Left at 3 o'clock. I left around 3 o'clock. I did not get home until 4:45. It's literally 50 kilometers away. And it took me 2 hours, almost 2 hours to get home. And halfway through my trip, I thought the GPS was very optimistic regarding the time of arrival back to my place. But yeah, it was the longest 2 hours. Like me flying from Toronto to New York is way faster than me driving from one side of town to the other side of town. The reason why it took me almost 2 hours to get home, because I mentioned before, Toronto does things very, very well, and one of them is construction and traffic. When a construction in other words, there's two seasons in Toronto: winter and traffic, winter and construction. When construction season hits, your commute time that typically takes half an hour becomes an hour, right? During rush hour, right? It doubles. If it's a non-rush hour, it's pretty fast. But here's the thing. If everyone decide to go home and say, like, here's a good example. This is how frustrated I am. This is a very good example. It's Victoria Day weekend. It's a long weekend. This is the first long weekend of the summer that everyone goes up to the cottage to unlock their cottage and get ready for the season. Typically, that's what May 2-4 or Victoria weekend is supposed to be. Triggered people who has cottages up north is to unlock their cottage, get rid of the winterizations, gets ready for summer. That's normal. That's very typical. But if you put congestion, construction, and the long weekend together, everyone goes up north from Toronto. It typically takes about an hour and a half to get to Barrie. It's not far. It's about an hour and a half. I've seen people driving for 2 to 3 hours just to go past Barrie. And people learn their lessons. So people leave at noon to head up north to go around people who's heading home or heading up north after work. Makes sense. But everyone learned that if you leave at noon, it'll be traffic because people who wants to leave at noon or took a day off are trying to head up north. So now people are leaving in the morning. Makes sense. So the extra long weekend, right? So 4 days instead of 3 days. So they go up north. It's empty streets, so it's an empty road. Everyone gets to their cottage pretty early. That's fine. But now everyone thought, it's like, I have set Friday off anyway, so I'll leave Thursday night or Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening after work. Makes sense. Everyone goes that time. So guess what? From Thursday night for Thursday evening till Friday afternoon, everything is congested. Everything is packed. Every road leaving the city is full of cars. So yeah, and on top of that too, it's the long weekend, so people decide to go traveling because some schools, with the last couple of weeks, they decide to leave out of the country. They go away for the long weekend. Same thing, airports will be busy as well. So every single corridor, transportation hub in Toronto gets so busy. Some people like me, I stay behind now. I don't even leave. I don't even go away long weekend anymore. I actually go away the following weekend because it's actually a lot quieter. I typically go camping the weekend after Victoria Day weekend, so it's quieter. No one's there. The last camping trip last year, I left the following weekend for 3 days. I was literally by myself there. There's no one around me. There was literally no one around me. The only people were there are the park rangers and me. And it was the best camping trip I ever had. It was so quiet. I was literally by myself, so it was really nice. So there you go. So that's why I didn't vlog Wednesday and Thursday, because I was just exhausted. I was just so tired. I just want to rest. So now it's Friday. Our new roommate / new kitty is coming in this afternoon. And we're just getting ready to play. So we're just cleaning up and making sure everything's ready for her to come in. The only thing I have to do now is just dismantle the cat tree. After that, that's it. Work-wise, I finished everything. Oh, and today's temperature, it's a balmy 18 degrees Celsius, and it's currently 14. So I can feel the mugginess through the window because I'm in my living room right now. And it's going to be humid. And it's like, welcome to Southern Ontario weather. Humid and hot. It is 2:26 p.m. and Lily's here. Lily moved in about 2 hours ago. We got everything sorted out for her, including her litter, her food, her play area. The meeting with Marco went well. I thought they're going to be killing each other, but they didn't, so that's a good sign. They were hissing and growling, but they weren't like fighting, so that's a good sign. They're actually in the bedroom right now. They're just chilling. Not in the same area, but at least they're chilling. They're very civil with each other. They're not like fighting. But so far so good. I'm very happy with the meetup, and they're doing very, very well. There's a couple of things that we do need to figure out is where to put all her stuff. Her fountain, her food, and all that stuff. So we gotta make sure that they're still separated and bring them in closely, because right now her stuff is just at the opposite of where Marco eats. Her litter is there too, so we need to figure out put that and how to transition that together. We're definitely not going to be doing one litter here. We're definitely doing 2 litters. So we just have to find a way to put them together so we don't have to we just have to find another place for them to commingle regarding their litters. But so far, the meetup went well. They're just chilling. I'll be keeping an eye on them for the next few hours to see where they are and go from there. But meetup went well, and I'm very happy. I'm glad that she's here now. We've been waiting for her to come in for almost 2 weeks, and we're getting very excited. So yeah. So I can't wait for Michelle to come home, the wifey, and start getting to know each other again. Yeah. So. Oh, by the way, it's raining again. It's raining now, not again. Now. I didn't realize it was raining until I went outside to grab help get more stuff for Lily. And yeah, it was raining. It's raining again. And I haven't had lunch yet, so yay. So I gotta figure out what to eat for lunch. Okay. It is 4:05 p.m. and day is over. Today, right now, I am starting my long weekend. So recap here. Lily found a place for her to hide and relax and just so she can feel safe. So that's good. Marco's been hanging around her a lot, just to make sure she's okay. She's been hissing, but they both been hissing, but they're not like fighting, right? So that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. The one thing that's actually I kind of want her to do is to go to the bathroom. I want her to go to the bathroom. I want her to drink water. I want her to eat something. So I'm going to wait until 4:30, 5 o'clock before I actually feed both of them. Both wet food, see if she eats it. Because it will be nice for them to eat together. As soon as we get a chance for them to eat together, it'll be easier. It's like almost a bonding experience. The litter is set up already for her. And it's kind of funny. Marco is trying to eat her food. So we're going to finish her food going forward. And as soon as she's done, we're going to start moving her to what Marco's been eating. It's good for her digestion, so that'll be good. Right now, I'm just trying to keep both of them sort of in check, make sure they're okay and nothing too crazy. So yeah, they're just resting right now. It is still raining. It's been drizzling in and out. It's been drizzling since like noon. So it's been very cloudy and kind of humid. My air conditioner is running and I can still feel the humidity going through the glass, through the windows. So it's kind of icky. Hopefully it's not going to be as bad tomorrow because we'll be going out. Oh, forgot to tell you that when I left for the to grab more stuff from the car for Lily's stuff, and when I got in, both of them were at the door waiting for us to bring stuff in. So I was like, oh, both of them are in the door. That's a good sign too. So it was very interesting that they were doing that, but. Yeah, right now, I think they were still in the hissing phase. I don't know how long this is going to last, but until they get used to each other, it'll be good. I don't know how tonight's going to be, or even tomorrow, so we'll find out. We're planning to just not go out and do anything on Monday because it's a long weekend, so we can keep an eye on them, be home with them, so to make sure that they're okay. I do want to get some groceries tomorrow afternoon for Monday because just in case that, it's a long weekend. It's a hit and miss regarding what's open or not. So we got to make sure that we have enough food for us as well, too, because we've been running dry on fresh food. So we're going to do some groceries on Monday. Yeah, it's going to be a interesting evening. And I can't wait to see how this is going to be unfolding. So, yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Hey, Marco. Marco just came out from the room. I think he's just wandering around waiting for his dinner. But no, yeah, buddy. But yeah, no, he's been very very good. He's been walking around, smelling everything, getting to know Lily's smell, and I'm hoping that Lily will come out and start walking around with Marco, or just be in the same space. They have been in the same space the whole day, the whole afternoon. So, but as soon as they get really close to each other, they start hissing. So, well, mostly her hissing. Marco just sitting there and like, what's going on? So, so that's what's gonna happen. So we'll see what's gonna be coming over tonight. And if there's anything interesting, I'll let you guys know.